Fine, I start. Hi Peter, welcome to stream. How are you today? Right, let's get to it. Oh, hi Alias, welcome to stream. How are you today? Oh my, Mr. Lawrence feels that way about me. I haven't finished it yet. That's alright. Apparently, he isn't aware of your secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I haven't bought a controller now. The workday was longer than I thought it would be today because of fucking Christmas cards. I don't think it's a cable issue, it's the issue with the mini USB port on the controller side. That's the issue, I'm pretty sure. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. For not, and in case whatever it was that he saw on the night. Mark my words, I will track it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Lawrence is witness today? No. I believe this nun will be the first to take the stand. Just the beginning. I don't need Christmas cards. At least not like I don't. I'm kinda like internet generation already, I'm not in there. They are nice though. So like if somebody sends me Christmas cards, I will not toss them in the garbage. I keep them around. But yeah. She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. Well, you see, the controller is there. Never mind. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Ellie's dog's name. That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well done. Mr. Edgy-boy? Yes? You are prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed. Don't worry, I made the necessary arrangements. Yeah, I see. It is prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am defense attorney. Defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. Edgy-boy. I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Yeah, I like pronouncing it however I want, so people can complain about it, so at least people have something to talk about in my stream. Court is now in session for trial of Sister Iris of Hasakura Temple. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Edgy-boy! The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had chance to begin. Easiest job of my life! I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant. It is Francisca. I recognize that whip. Hello there. The prosecution then stands ready. And you are Francisca von Karma, prosecuting Trilogy. On Karma, you say? Perhaps you wouldn't be any relation to legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are things of the past. I am von Karma, that is all. On special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Just poker face. You're imagining it. Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such feeling as this man among those of prosecutor's office. There isn't? But I'm sure, once before. Cat! I told you, there is no such feeling. What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at... I have no objection to the whip. You don't? The prosecutor can field a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is only one truth. There's still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgy-boy. I had expected to face Phoenix right here today. But looking at you, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Edgy-boy, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. As you brought your flair of histrionic. Histrionic? That's a fancy word. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Wow! The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well, Miss von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible. Why is it theatrical if it's completely I swear it must be the British people. British people are weird. The murder victim is famed picture book author Miss Elise Seusnimnumnu. The body was found in the Hasakura temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by ceremonial sword from golden statue. Also, by the way, I still don't see any answers to the how are you question. And before you complain, I'm okay. I'm between alive and okay. I ask how are you? Darling is alive, like, okay. Hungry AF, tired AF. That could also be my answer, I suppose. I said I'm between alive and okay. I didn't want to stream today, I told you already. I would have been perfectly fine just playing Hoi with you. She had been stabbed through the torso by ceremonial sword from golden statue. The sword in this picture, is the weapon in question correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as defense attorney. Actually, no, I heard there was a game about Miles being defense attorney. Hi Haparas, welcome to the stream. How are you today? That's an egg. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our black paint plate witness. Bailiff, let's a crate for this poor lady, please. Once again, your name and occupation, please. He told me, well, I'm the head nun of Hasakura Temple of Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini, you got it, Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. I'm alive. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. But glad to hear you're doing okay. You're tired. At least I am. And Alios is. So most of us are tired, I suppose. So this is now tired stream called democracy, you know? The court is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? I need to get your bikinis in twist. Let me tell you. I'm sight to behold in salon. Wahahahaha. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about a boat. There's a boat. A boat. That should be the title of my YouTube video, a boat. Anyway, that night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back like stuck up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Asakura temple. There's no path at inner temple, see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Asakura temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement Jeans has made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, my Edgy-boy? Edgy-boy, please begin cross-examination. I never typo. What is this inner temple? Well, you see, conversing with spirits is what we train people to do, right? You'll be the ones asking the questions, madam. In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called Inner Temple. The brides must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It is all quite exacting. Exacting? It can be performed without non-supervising. Like a tutor watching to make sure a sport child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Asakura temple where the murder took place? Violently. That's right, it's no laughing matter, especially in the winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right, raging like bull in Big Ben. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off. You left Iris to help. With what? What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 PM, so we were starting to enter into the training exercise proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolytes so that they don't pass away. Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct? Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. So you returned to the Hasakura temple in order to take a bath. But back is the blame for everything. It's do or be done in kind of world after all. How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones. What are you? Ah, pathetic. Edgy-boy. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to defense's bench? Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so...
Hold it!
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway, which you can see... Well, you have to take winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. Jason. That certainly seems to be true. Only one problem. Just how good is his memory and blah blah blah. That is connecting that. As a ball from step in the back, body fell 10 feet after dark. Is it as simple as just saying, no, I rested, said the other thing? Maybe. I'm just following orders. What did I press? Oh yeah, I had to save scum, that's why. I was following orders this time. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory after all. Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to Inner Temple at all. No, she said that? Defendant or witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? Well, my time with Ace Attorney has taught me that witnesses are nothing but liars. So, the defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely logical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Asakura Temple. Claiming that she went to Inner Temple would make for much better alibi. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. Except one who always said the truth. Who was it? She does indeed have honest eyes. Wow. All people lie. That is my belief. Oh, the parrot! Yeah, now I remember. Oh, I'm reminded, I suppose I should say. Am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question. Lotta did lie, and left out telling a lot of things. So, dear. You're older than me and yet you won't play that game, do you? Well, that isn't exactly what my memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Edgy-boy, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. And please add your comments about... There it is again! A bot! One typo, okay, but same typo twice in the same court session? Really? And let us return to cross-examination. Nope. Oh yeah, I forgot to... Well, she came to ask dressed witness. Let's get one thing straight. The defendant who you claim to have met. She was wearing this demon warding hood, correct? Of course. That is very important piece of clothing I have, you know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh wait. It's not as good as the mouse face, but it's pretty dark. I'm dying. Hold it right there. Why do you have to? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss von Kamma? The sister Bikini was like laughing, like ha ha ha, what the laughing animation. And that started. Oh, you see a threats in the voice. What? Oh, I cannot say it. Oh. That reminds me, like, no. The reason why it's funny, you have to watch inward, okay? But I was like at work today. I burst out laughing while driving the postal van because I remember. Fuck. Cause I was thinking about stream, okay, and like how I wanted to do like the hydration alert to do like bigger notification on the stream. I was like thinking, how would I do that? What would be good? And then I remembered Mr. Korot. I don't remember what case it was, but fuck my life. I didn't even remember that, but now I remember that and I can. I'm trying to explain stuff. Come on, calm down. And it. Like, I don't remember what the case was about, but like, he said something like that is equivalent of chucking down like entire cup of coffee. And then he does this speed, like just chucks it down like a madman. I'm weird. Oh my god, I'm weird. Wait, can I? I'm sorry if I'm not continuing, but actually, never mind. I'll look at that in the break time. Otherwise, we never get forward. Anyways. Let's continue. That is the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Funkama? I have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out, bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen defendant as he claims, then then it is she saw should have been missing this very hood. Oh, I just now noticed the boxes. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradiction like this. I understand that happy look on Fred's face every time he does it. Order in the court. Witness Waha, sister. This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. Surplus of food, say. Each one is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. Well, if there was surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Funkama, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness. While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to Inner Temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. Did I have a hiccup? Anyway, they just need a little more stimulation to perfume. Contradictory stimulation. I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return to the Inner Temple. And I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, oh, Mr. Callis, and with that sword of all things. Mr. Callis was staying in the corner room which faces out on the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. How do you know that she was pushed out of the window? You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Funkama whipping Mr. Whipping Edgy-boy into in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Kamsu's. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Edgy-boy. Calling everyone by their full name. Can you do something about that habit of yours?
Hold it!
How far is it from your room to the temple? Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hasakura Temple. The Temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it back there that night, did you? That's right. I was heading along the walkway toward the main hall.
Hold it!
You say you heard a noise. Thunk! Just like that. That could only be the sound of victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know? You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thunk! Just like that. But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground? I swear, she's small too. I never thought that. Wow. The next one to laugh gets everything. Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and
Hold it!
this is the second time that you witness that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're good looking young man doesn't give you the right to. The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword is the beginning. Try to recall exactly who it was you saw as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I forgive you. Oh, now that you mentioned it. There was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please don't keep us in suspense. Her hood. Her hood. That's right, it's coming back to me. She wasn't wearing her hood. But I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, you've given that hood away to someone, right? Okay. Huh. You dug your own grave, Edgy-boy. What do you say, Edgy-boy? Is this testimony important? Yeah, let's go with important. This may initially appear to put me at this, cause every time there's like, is this important? It's always important. But I can't see any other leads at the moment. Yeah, I would like the new statement to be added. Testimony. Yeah, Edgy-boy. If you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I gladly lend you my wig. Witness add that statement to your testimony. No problemo.
Hold it!
You are sure about that? Yes, after all, we always wear the same clothes. Ah, I don't mean because we ball, you understand? It's our style. Yes, that's it. There's absolutely no need to explain yourself. Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding a whipped puppy instead of my whip. At least then it might bite you and not someone else. Iris didn't have her hood on, I'm sure of it. Very well. Now please tell us... Oh, the third one! This can't be typo anymore, it's put there on purpose. Bought the victim, eh? Yeah. That's how Canadians say it for the third time. So? room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct? Which means the victim's room was on second floor. No, Oracle Temple is the single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward. It elevates the main gate side of the temple and guest rooms in the back, in about height of two-story building. I see, and the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct? Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things to her room after all. What makes you so sure of all this? It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Done. Just like that. You're one smart sister, I give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating fall from around 10 feet in height. It appears that the witness was not mistaken then. Yep. More than just pretty face, especially in the winter. I'm a woman of faith after all, the head honcho of Hasakura Temple. There's only two of them working there. What's for Edgy-boy? Your snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. Gives very powerful testimony too. She claims to have seen an instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only two things I can believe in right now. My client Iris and my own abilities as defense attorney. Jason? Body fell 10 feet after death. Yeah, it was that. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Monkama, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? Autopsy report? The victim did fall from height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's right. It says after death right here. The scene of the witness to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on and take 10-foot fall? Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of struggle in Miss Nim Nim's room? She was stabbed with sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Monkama, was there any blood? No traces of blood were found in victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious blade of beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when stab wound produces the most blood. when it produced the most blood. The little bodies actually lost the moment of placing insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Except the blade isn't just some knife, it's freaking huge ass sword. With multiple branches. Reasonable thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. Just to move through all the contradictions. True. But we don't have any evidence of that. There's no photo about it, so... Order. I must admit that this is the probable version of the events. I'd expect no less from Funkama. He locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we need clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please. Remain standing on the grate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please, give us your testimony. I give you a vigorous massage once we finished here. With a whip? Oh boy. Alright. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Kelly's. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mr. Kami was stabbing Mr. Kelly's through the back. This all confirms Miss Funkama's theory. Funkama strives for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, my Edgy-boy. Perfection is impossibility, Franziska Funkama. And I'm here to teach you just that. At that time, was the victim bleeding? Well, I was very shocked seeing all this, of course, so I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as plug in the wound. In any case, let's be clear on one very important thing. Did you actually see the instant which the victim was stabbed? Think carefully, this is very important. It's Irish we're talking about here, and think it for all I'm worth. Now, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mr. Kelly's body. Might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Edgy-boy. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered on the iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out? But it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Witness, you will add this testament to your testimony. Oh. Was that important? She's an idiot as well. Smoothly, you said? You're saying you saw sword smoothly slide out. That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mr. Kami. Mr. Kelly's was on the ground and Iris stood over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. Hilt is here. Blood is here. Something ain't right. Anyway. When I stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mr. Kelly's body. It slid out from that gaping wound. Goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding. Nothing out of place here. Was the bleeding caused by the killer removing the sword? I'm mistaken it, I remember it as clear as day. Don't you think that's a bit odd? What do you mean, Edgy-boy? Why would the killer pull out the sword? What? If all she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. Or that would have been accomplished by is causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Wonkama? That's... Indeed, it'd be strange now that you mention it. Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So what did you do after that, witness? Now, on to what the killer did next. You saw none of it, correct? Well, I was unconscious. How long were you out for? I don't know, 10, maybe 20 minutes. A young man with very prickly looking head woke me up. By stepping on me, actually. Step on me, daddy. I'm not sure I like that method of resuscitation. Well, I wasn't asking for mouth-to-mouth or anything of the sort, but I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell you. I shall have words with the offender personally. What did you see upon awakening? By Mr. Kami, you are referring to the golden statue, correct? just stabbing someone with Shichito, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough. But then make Mystic Kami hold the blade. Truly heinous, despicable crime. It's easy to despise something, anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reason behind that? No, I don't think I can. There isn't always a reason behind why someone acts. That's true, so true. In early springs, for example, I often remind myself, there isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. Yeah, it's quite heavy looking, ain't it? There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use Shichiro from the Ami statue as weapon? Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of statue? If I can... smoothly. Yeah, that exactly. How can it come out smoothly? There's nothing smooth about that sword. Though I guess it is easier to remove than insert, but... Also, another thing is, where's the blood? I'm just seeing a little bit of blood over there, but... That's not your honor. What? I was only testing it just now. Wait, already? right? Like also the fact that it's up to the hilt. In what position is she supposed to be in? Like she has to be on the side or something. It's not that one either. I swear to God, it has to be that one. If it's about the amount of blood, I will load. Since the beginning, you are reliable with this. At least I like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you are a handsome young man, so I work with you. What contradiction are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt in the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain. Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, he doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless the problem? I too may appear to weak or frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I choose. Objection stands. I went a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body to the hilt, well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. You also have the problem of amount of bleeding. If it's true that the blade is left, it's true that when the blade is left in the body, it acts as a block of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for a blade to completely stop the bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture. So basically I was supposed to present the sword, even though I meant the same thing with the photo. I fucking hate this game sometimes. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shitstorm, even a weapon of this nature. May still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. There's still a couple more. This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood tip of it? Yep. If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No. Ore. Wow. Bravo, Edgy-boy. Rising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. Or the other attorneys I know could maybe match one with that. But what does this all mean? I have proven contradictions regarding... You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer. What is it? weapon used to kill victim was not Why do I now have problem with this? Shichishito. There we go. What? Foolishly foolish idea born from foolish mind of foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon? Well, it's because Mr. Kami was holding it. Exactly. However, if your reference on this, the impression left by scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichishito was the murder weapon. So maybe Shichishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that's the case, it changed nothing, Edgy-boy. The sister here saw everything. She saw defendant stab the victim with sword-like object. Again, nope. She was taking it out. Your response? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer obvious question it raises. Obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if sword-like object was found. That's answer the question, von Kama. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. Trial without a murder weapon is tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? Nope. I just remembered something actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible, but just maybe, what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what? Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Impossible. The occasion of the weapon. I saw the murder at around 11 PM, and after asking that it might be reported, I went out to the main gate, and there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Right. Witness, please. Tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What if my back and my ape... Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Oh. Here is a photograph. The snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. Also, the mobile was there when we came to the temple, and there's no tracks of it leaving. There's just tracks it coming back. Just say. The tracks begin in front of Hasakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? Iga River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it a perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Edgy-boy, cross-examination.
Hold it!
You are sure about the time? Yes, I was worried about it after all. Why was that? Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The client was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11 I decided to leave Hasakura Temple. Please continue.
Hold it!
You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct? Right, the one who trampled me. There isn't a phone in main hall? So I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too. Anyway, I was really scared. It was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by main gate for a spell.
Hold it!
As I recall, there was no mobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it. That's the only one we have. It will run no matter what, how much snow falls. You're certain the snow mobile was there at the main gate when you arrived? Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. Snowmobile in question. Was it still warm at that time? Huh? Haha, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean? Why is it word? It goes without saying that using snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was warm, then it means it was recently used. Ah, I see. I never thought of that. That's right, I overlooked that too. Of course, you did. Then answer the question, please, witness. I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snow. So it was used. Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow. It seems highly likely that Trilogy did use the snowmobile then. How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. Ah, there's reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? I think that's why the question was asked in the first place. It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd wet some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. Do you want to hear a funny story? In the army, we were having like a camp in the winter, and the trainers or like commanding officers, whatever you call them, were like, while we were skiing and walking, they were using snowmobiles, cause fuck them, I suppose. And the happiest day was when we learned that our our instructor had crashed the snowmobile on the tree. We were so happy back then. Anyways, moving on. And the tree and my back both went crunch. Let's say that crunch. Crunch. I haven't been able to find courage to write anything since then. Anyway, tekilämmästä just. Refresh memory. How long were you knocked out for? Like I said, somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes. It's possible to get Britson back in 10 minutes using snowmobile. Have to concede that is more than enough time. Is that all you wish to concede, my set word? While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here. And what would this mystery element be? The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Exactly, no one heard of the snowmobile. Suspicious. Too many unanswered questions. The response from command? What? Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor? What? This as over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, my Edgy-boy. Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there's surely a problem with this testimony. So snow lasted till 10:15. Okay, so I think it's the way that the snow stopped at 10:50, right? So if it had been used after 10:50, there should be two tracks, right? One for going out and one coming back in. But there's only one set of tracks coming back, which means it was used before it stopped snowing, which is 10:50. Which is after. No! That would make sense! Game! Fuck you! It has to be the weather report, right? It's not the weather report, okay. So it's this one then. Has to be. That's which one? I'm gonna get confidence. Oh wait.
Objection!
That one, yeah. I mean, this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. If I accept the inevitable, it seems much its worth. However, what if the victim's says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? I just left Hasakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. You're forgetting one thing, my Edgy-boy. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. Also, I doubt we would snow that heavily, even if that was the case, which is not. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it? I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. What do you have to say now, Edgy-boy? There's a contradiction. The tracks to the river were covered by snow, but a nice theory. However, Miss Funkama, that is impossible. Would you care to explain? Why there is root index finger currently pointing in my general direction? No need, the evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, killer went to and returned from Dusk Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Also claims Miss Funkama. Edgy-boy, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report. Snow started to fall at 7, but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11, the snow had already stopped falling. It's impossible for tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Order. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma claim has been snowed in. It's too soon to be closing this jar due to snow. Message boy, how pathetic you are to rely on weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct? No, you got it all wrong. This isn't forecast, this is actual data. That is true though, never believe weather forecast. Forecast data or weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing at the vicinity far past 11. It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh? What? It had stopped snowing at Hasakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Very well then. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Can't back down, can you? But there's no snow on her, so... Isn't that it? Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is... incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. That is, victim herself, Elise Nim Nim. You know, in that world you could literally make up an abstruse murder accusation, and if for whatever reason someone can disapprove the opposite, you could think they did. Yay. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. Dinga. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Ika River to dispose of the murder weapon, then this photograph there should be a set of two tracks. Order. Just what I just said. No. Edgy-boy. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but it's simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used no moped to leave Hasakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading to the streets. At the time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then, when this person returned to Hasakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does is that? There is only one key for the snowball. Furthermore, on the night in question we know the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. It can only mean that night Iris used the snowball to go to the temple. The snowball can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hasakura side of the bridge on crossed foot. That sounds right. But what odd is, when I left Iris and returned to the Hasakura temple, I didn't see anything near Dusk Bridge. You must have failed to see it, sister. Maybe. But when I made it back to the Hasakura temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow too. But that isn't possible. Order in the court. What does this all mean? So then, what was the snowball used for? If it wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to inner temple. If it had been, then witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hasakura temple. I never thought simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I've nothing more to add. I taught you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. Witness, huh? Was there no one out, working perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that, unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that sub-Arctic night. Your Honor! I don't wanna talk to Larry. I refuse to talk to Larry today. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be helped to us. Really? You know someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are? First, he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he's our kind of idiot. The idiot is... Wait, where are you? Where's the judge? No! Okay, fine. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Duke's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Patch. a disciple of the victim, Alice Nyani. The student, interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder? That's... I could tell them... What cost his credibility? He is after all an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. That's not a lie. We didn't lie, okay? Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate and reliable looking man. What exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him, right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Court will adjourn for 20-minute break. On camera, please see preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. And then, court is now in recess. Phew. And no, I will not talk to Larry. Today. Maybe next week, not today. Yosh. I can escape. It's my stream, so I can quit streaming. Forever. I never finished this series. That way I don't have to talk to Larry. Damn, clever. But yeah. Please no. That was it for today's stream. Game. Next stream should be on Friday, but it depends if I can get the controller working. So we shall see. That's all I can say. We shall see. Got plenty deals. I'm gonna. It's just I have to go to the store. I could order it from online, but that's me. I just go to the store since I have to buy Christmas presents anyway. But yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like I said, Friday we shall see what happens. But yeah. Have an awesome evening, morning, afternoon. No, I didn't. Whatever it is at the place, stay awesome, stay safe, stay hydrated, you know what. You know the drill, and we shall see again next time, which is whenever, whatever it's gonna be. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, stay safe, and awesome, and bye-bye, moi moi, iki, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, moi moi, oh yeah, and wavy, yeah!